Yeah, good day everyone, good day. What a beautiful sunny day this is. And yeah, just going to give you a little update. Been quite busy last couple of days getting materials ferried over from the drop-off point, which is down there on the hard standing. Got the FSA strimmer out, cleared the area around the van, set up a little workstation. Got all the tools in the shipping container. Nice little work area there, and a shelter if you need to get out of the rain, but don't look like that's going to happen for the next couple of days. It is beautiful here. And then yeah, so for the last couple of days been sort of setting out and digging out the foundations for the compost toilet. So just going to give you a little look at that now. Built my the new heavy duty wheelbarrow. Absolute amazing bit of kit, but the tire came deflated, so I've got to try and find a bike pump from somewhere to get that pumped up, because it's quite difficult to push around quite heavy loads in it, but it is what it is. So yeah, so I think mostly yesterday, marked out, dug out, and yeah, set in a little foundation. Now obviously, as you can see, that the land is sloping again from that sort of southeast to northwest angle, and so I've had to build up the foundation on that lee side there. And yeah, just in the process of setting out the blocks. Never really done any sort of block work before, little bits like patching in and, you know, single skin stuff, but I haven't done any corners or like longer runs, you know, trying to work out all of the joints and stuff like that, making sure it's, you know, structurally sound. The floor for this compost toilet is going to sit directly on these concrete blocks. So yeah, it has to be right, it has to be secure, fit for purpose. So yeah, a bit of a challenge. Yeah, setting out was, you know, quite a challenge, but I got some better tools this time around. I've got these large, well, I say large, probably about 2.5 foot metal spikes, and just driving them in, and they're really secure, and you can then run your lines off that and get all your measurements checked. I did have a little, you know, scouting recce mission on YouTube, having a look at how to set out corners. Essentially, I'm building a box. One end's gonna have it's gonna be partly open, so I can bring the barrel for the waste in and out. But yeah, essentially this box has to be square and plumb and set out correctly. So yeah, I'm learning as I'm going. This whole project is about learning, stretching my skills, learning new ones, overcoming challenges, you know, that planning, the budgeting, yeah, trying to all tie it in. Obviously I work as well, and yeah, just trying to fit it all in really, and you know, get these videos done and get the info out to you guys to keep you in the loop. So yeah, this is going to be a urine separated compost toilet. Now, as you can see there, I've got some 45mm flexi pipe. Yeah, and what that's going to do is yeah, that's going to just connect onto the underside of that urine separator, and then it'll go down. And then what I'll do is I'll just channel a little channel around the side of that foundation there, and obviously the land continues to slope, the earth continues to slope down through there. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create essentially like a wastewater junction or a grey water junction. And yeah, so eventually I'm going to have some guttering on the shipping container, as you can see there, and the tanks are going to be stored on this north side, so they're out of the sun as best as possible. And then yeah, obviously the tanks will fill up via a rain diverter system, which basically cleans off the first flush of the roof, all the leaves and bird mess, and then the rest of the water goes into the tanks. They then fill up. I'm going to go for probably 5, maybe 6 IBCs, so that's 6,000 litres, which I think would be a decent amount to get going. And then it will have an overflow. So when then tanks fill, because we get a lot of rain on this land, the overflow will go into the pipe, it will drop down, and then it's going to come into one of these perforated drainage pipes that I'll put in at the gate. And the pipe will come, our channel underneath the road there, or the path, coming down past the compost toilet here, and it's at this point I'll connect the urine pipe around here into that that's 4-inch perforated drainage pipe. And then what I'm going to do is I'll just send it out probably another couple of meters a little bit further down the slope there, and then I'm going to dig essentially like a filtered pond. It's not going to be a pond per se, although if I don't get the calculations right, or if if my attempt at winging it doesn't work, because you got to work out the calculations for the volume, how much overflow I'll get off the roof of the Shippy, how much urine I may produce, and also the compost toilet's going to have a gravity fed hand wash station as well, so you can wash your hands. And all that'd be, again, rainwater to a tank, and then the tank will then feed the basin, gravity fed, just water from the roof. And then that will also have an overflow, because every tank needs an overflow, and then the overflow will then go into that same 4-inch perforated pipe. And my plan is to dig a sort of a fairly, not, I wouldn't say massively deep, probably a half a metre, maybe a metre max, like type pond with some gravel in the bottom to just give it that little extra bit of drainage. And then I'll fill it with organic matter, mainly wood chip. It could be small logs, leaves, grass. Gonna have a lot of grass from all the strimming I'm doing. There's going to be a lot of grass as well, and just build it up over time. What that do, it will absorb the excess water, it will absorb the nitrogen, well, it will absorb the urine, and then it will just break down. But what it do is be like a little nutrition pit for the plants, and then I'll plant it out with, some sort of more nitrogen loving aquatic style plants, which I haven't quite yet figured which ones. Aromatic, so they give off a nice smell, being around the compost toilet. And floral to bring in the birds, bring in the bees, and hopefully bring in some predators for these horseflies, because I'm getting smashed, and my legs got done yesterday big time. These horseflies, they're quite small, large and docile. You can sort of hear them coming, and then if you're quick enough, you can swat them off, and they're quite easy to dispatch, really. But every now and again, when you're focusing on something and you just a little bit absent-minded, they get you, and they come up in big swelly welty things. So yeah, I'm fighting the horseflies as well at the moment. But yeah, that's what I'm up to today. I'm setting out the blocks, as you can see there. As long as I get it square, if it don't look too pretty in terms of how I've spaced out the joints, I'm not too bad. I'll probably end up render it. I will render it anyway. I've got to get some damp proof course in there as well, because I don't want moisture rising up through the blocks and creating a stinky poo chamber. That wouldn't be nice. And and then I've got my frame. I've got my 3x2 frame there that I built yesterday, leveled up, squared up. I went in with 90mm collated nails, twisted nails, bought a new machine, a new nail gun, wanted to try it out, and it's probably not the best way to do it, going in at that angle, but it is what it is. Learning on the job, sharing my experiences with yourselves, and just every day moving towards that mission of building an off-grid regenerative farm, producing food, introducing people, getting children out of schools, onto the land, getting people back to their land, back to their inheritance, working with the land, producing their own food, learning new skills, connecting with the cycles of nature, and also giving thanks to God. Yes, praising the Lord, praising and sharing the good news of the gospel, Jesus Christ, amen, because nothing that we have is not without grace from the Father, from the Most High. And this project is, in my opinion, it's that calling to do something good, to give something back to the community, to do something good for the earth, and encourage and inspire other people to live that lifestyle. And give thanks to the Most High. That's the most important thing. If we've got gratitude in our heart for the Creator, more will come. It's when we don't have gratitude in our heart, it's when we can't see past the end of our nose, it's when we think about life as an ever-evolving selfish consumption of me. And for me, it's about now. I'm at that age, I want to give back. I want to utilize my time wisely and build something worthy of leaving the next generation and enjoying the process. I'm not getting too future fixed, and not letting doubt or worry or fears or even, you know, lack of skill stopping me. I'll find a way. It doesn't matter if I make a mistake. Mistakes are part of the journey. Just showing up, enjoying the process, staying in the moment, not getting too focused on the future, and just bringing something beautiful to life, allowing myself, the vessel for spirit to do what it so wishes to do. So yeah, that's the plan, that's the mission. There's loads of elements to this project, but I'll keep it simple as best I can and short. But in a nutshell, that's it. Let's get back to the land, people. Let's go. Have a great day and go well. Be blessed.